What's going on, collective? Welcome back to Divine Timing. Hey, today I want to talk to y'all about healing. All right. Everybody won't be hard. Everybody knows how hard it is, right? So we're always hardening ourselves. Okay. So check this out. A lot of folks' masks are centered around the fact that they're trying to survive. So they're putting on an act, whether it's a lie or whether it's just not somebody they truly are. People in general, even me, have spent time wearing a mask that isn't actually embodying that mask instead of healing, right? So when we heal, okay, we become lighter. And when we become lighter, then we resonate higher. When resonate higher with a higher frequency, it's more complexity. All right. There are more curves and points and connections. And so, with that, there is a higher perspective that starts to emerge when you heal. Part of that reflection is your ability to mirror someone at a stage where they're not healed. That's part of what you get when you start to raise your frequency and raise your awareness and heal. Along with that, you start to activate light codes that are hidden deep within your energy. Okay. And then as a result, you get gifts that come online. You start to think like in a dreamlike state. You start to kind of reminisce as if, you know, uh, as if you were smoking ganja or something, You're kind of out there, you know, because you're open, all right? Because you've healed and you've become lighter. So, you know, it's really important that one understands this in order to achieve a higher state so that when you reach that state and you resonate in it and you realize how good it feels to live from that ideal, from to live from that perspective, which will ultimately give the old version of you a death, right? So you're not that person anymore. You've healed. You're in a different timeline now. You can command more here in this vessel. All right. And then also, like I mentioned, your gifts get activated. So you find out about your clairs, all right, and your abilities, about energy. Okay. So I wanna I wanted to get on here uh, for this quick message and express to you how important it is if you're looking to move up. So while we spend our energy hardening ourselves, okay, we must understand that there needs to be an aspect of us that's healing. Now, you don't gotta wear your heart on your sleeve, but if you are holding on to your energy, all right. If you are hardening, meaning you're responding to everything that everyone says, you're being triggered, and then you're trying to dominate from that standpoint. All right. Or you're just closed down. You don't even want to, you could be in feminine energy and, and be a masculine and be hardened that way. Right. There's a lot of ways to close down your energy so you're not operating at your optimum. All right. Energy can also come off rambunctious, and it'll it your energy will vary like a roller coaster and hills and stuff. And all of that stuff is imbalanced, and it's just resonating in your subconscious. It will weigh you down and cause you to be hard. So this is the true and real reason why we heal. All right. Meditation is used for us to teach ourselves to create space so that we can heal. Okay. When you sit with yourself, then I don't care what you're going through. If you spend enough time being alone with yourself, things will quiet down. And so you learn to bring things back to quiet. So when it gets noisy, you can situate, in this cloud of energy. What is someone telepathically sending something to you? What is a negative or a positive projection towards you? What are your own thoughts and your own trauma wounds and things that you need to heal? You need to be able to decipher all of that. Otherwise, you're going to be bombarded with thoughts, and you're going to try and take on them all, and you won't understand. You won't have the vessel to handle it because you haven't cleared it out. So that is why we heal. All right, we don't heal because, for children or younger kids or whatever, either your mama said you so, you told you so. And for us older adults, because I want to be right, when it comes to my spouse or whatever, right? All that's ridiculous. All right, you want to heal because you want the greatest advantage, you want the greatest perspective, you want the clearest eye, you want to be able to see behind the veil because it'll help you with your life, right? And so, which are your gifts that are, which is you piercing through the veils as you raise your frequency. Okay, so that's why we heal. All right, we heal to give ourselves the greatest chance. Okay, the greatest chance that is actually not a chance, but a transformation into a higher awareness and a higher being, and something that'll just be with you. It'll be hanging out with you, working for you. All right. So I wanted to get on here and share that. This is a quick message on how we heal and why we heal, and the positive effects that actually healing your energy does. All right. Until next time, I'm Dion from Divine Timing. All right. If you like the message, all right, hit that like button so I can build this web page here, this site, this channel, and also throw a question at me. All right. And me, I'm learning too as I go. All right. I'm open to receiving positive information, positive energy. Any negative energy, don't play yourself. You can do that if you want to. There's enough capacity for you to do that. All right. But if you have a genuine question and you're looking for a spiritual answer or advice, leave a comment. All right. And I can answer your question by making a video. I don't know if I'm going to be responding to all comments at this point, but I can definitely put it in a video if you would stay tuned to receive. All right. All right. So, collective, I love you all. I love y'all souls. Okay. And I'm sending you peace, love, and light. And I share.